thank you to Cody for their generous donation on Patreon. If you would like to join them in their generosity, the link to my Patreon page is in the description. Bon qui, you fucking assholes. I am Deckerlink, the trained unprofessional, and welcome back to Tennis the fucking Ace. Fuck. It's the June it's the June update. Second half, we just had like a lot of emotions happen all at once, and so now apparently Jun and Shuichi are coming over. I don't know if that's what this is about to be, but we know that's happening at some point, so let's see what the cookie crumbles. A little while after lunch, and having cleaned everything up in the kitchen while refusing any help from me, Mom brought a laptop downstairs and started working on from the kitchen counter. Reality is that even if she managed to get out of going to the office for a few days, she can't stop working altogether. So she ended up having to work from here, probably more for her peace of mind than anything else. At least this way, she gets to keep an eye on me, so she doesn't have to worry about anything. It's just fine by me, so long as she can manage to relax. I'm peachy. Last thing I want is for anyone to worry about me. So I'll play the part, I'll behave, I'll be accommodating, I'll hold my tongue. Need to make sure they're all happy, that I'm not the reason they're upset. I can do this. Sound of knocking echoes from the front door, making my ears twitch as soon as I hear it. I'll check it out. You stay there. Mom interrupts me as soon as he notices me moving to get up. Guess some habits are hard to get rid of. Maybe it's Aki? Or one of the guys? Like I did say, he'd be skipping practice and head straight home after school today. Those classes only ended about 10 minutes ago, so there's no way he got here already. Classes at my school, on the other hand, ended a while ago. If the guys didn't go to their clubs or lingered, there would be a realistic chance they'd be here by now. They did say they'd be coming over.
Rutherford, look who it is! Kobayashi-kun came over to see you.
Sorry for the intrusion. Don't be ridiculous. You told me in the morning that you'd be coming over. I did. But considering the look on your mom's face when she saw me, I'm guessing you didn't tell her. Right. I guess I forgot. Where did that come from? A sharp answer out of nowhere. Why do you strike me down like that? Why do you have to strike me down like that? It's because he stopped pretending, man.
It's all right. It's always a pleasure to have one of Rutherford's friends over. I'm gonna go back to my computer so I can work, but would you like me to get you something before that? Tea, I can have rice. I have some rice crackers in the pantry as well.
No, ma'am, I'm good. Thank you very much.
He's just like, shove off, bitch, I'm not pretending it.
Do let me know if you need anything, okay?
Sorry about that. I forgot to let her know. It doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter? Yeah, it's no big deal. Jun drops his bag on the floor next to the couch, taking a seat at a nearby armchair. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. Really? Yeah, really? Why do you look like you don't believe me? It's nothing. It's because he recognizes it. He knows you're a big old phony.
Phony! Hey, this guy's a phony over here!
Jun slowly shakes his head sideways. Come on, I might be dense, but I'm not stupid. If you're looking like that, even I can tell something's wrong. Am I not being convincing enough? You looked a bit suspicious last night, too. I have to try harder to throw him off. Is there anything you want to do? I'm kind of bored of sitting around doing nothing. Is it something to do? Yeah, play a game, maybe? Oh, I know, maybe you could recommend me something nice for us to watch. He's going over the top to express himself as being positive because he doesn't have the years of experience putting on a happy face when there isn't anything happy behind it that Jun does. So Jun can recognize an amateur when he fucking sees one. That's, maybe you'd prefer reading something. You like reading, right? I think you mentioned it a few times before.
I do, but there's this light novel series I really like. It's set in a futuristic Tokyo in a world where magic exists, except magic is all sciencey and stuff. That sounds so generic. I can think of a ton of novels that fit that description. Really? The MC is this. No one says MC outside of the visual novel community. It's the main character or the protagonist. Like the Mick Foley is this plain-looking guy that everyone looks down on since he doesn't stand out, but he's secretly a really powerful, specialized magician and one of the strongest people in the world. You literally live in Saitama. That still doesn't narrow it down at all. Well, there are a lot of other powerful magicians who initially look down on him, but once they find out what kind of guy he is, they start falling for him one by one, both the girls and the guys. Just tell me the damn name! Whoa, that got a bigger rise out of him than I thought it would. What's going on with you? Are you in a bad mood or something? It's not important. Either way, I got him. A guy got him off my trail, so it's fine. It's called My Days at Magic Academy. Am I Secretly a Demon Lord? Oh, that one. Do I detect some judgment in your tone? You want to sit here making jokes about a novel that's really close to me? Giggling like some schoolgirls? Teeing? That's what you're doing. You know that light graphic novel about Goldberg? in a futuristic Tokyo? His magic spear? Yes. Shion-kun is a terrible protagonist, and his powers make no sense. Also, you totally left out the part about demons existing, which you gave me that super generic synopsis. Jeez, why so picky? I didn't say anything that wasn't true, did I? No, but you could have been more accurate. Also, what's wrong with Shion? I like him. Sure you do. He's a lovable, generic dude with all the personality of a wet tissue paper. He's part of that movement for super bland protagonists that are uber powerful and loved by everything that the industry has been falling into ever since it's basically wish fulfillment. If he's bland and passive, barely anything he does will pull readers out of the story. He's made to be as generic as possible so people can identify with him and boost sales. It's boring. Also, I'm sorry, but a demon and an angel are very different things. He can't be both the son of a high seraph with a human woman and a demon lord. A fallen angel isn't the same thing as a demon. It makes no sense. What? Stop attacking the things I like. And stop liking mediocre things. Wow, it's like that? All right then, what do you like, Mr. Cultured?
Mr. Goldberg.
Mr. Goldberg. Yeah, if there's one man I could trust to curate a library, Mr. William Goldberg. In light novels or with literature in general. Give me a light novel you like, since your taste is so superior. Asagayo Memories of That Summer. Isn't that the thing with the crossed eyes and the isn't that is that? I've never heard of that. What's that about? The protagonist is a young adult called Setsuna Shiozaki. She's working at a coffee shop while going to college and still dealing with the trauma of an incident that happened during her middle school years. Yeah, that doesn't sound like it was written on a fucking DeviantArt forum somewhere. The story is basically about her coming to grips with an accident that cost the life of one of her childhood friends, and how the group of friends starts coming back together after Setsuya-san finds out that she's been diagnosed with ALS. The name comes from the fact that the accident happened in the day when the morning glory flower started coming into bloom. It's a story about the human connection, appreciating the friendships you have, and not wasting the chances you're given because you never know what might happen tomorrow. What's with the super advanced sounding book? I thought Jun was gonna name something with like dragons and magic and stuff. This sounds super sad. It felt like a gut punch just hearing about it. How many volumes are there? 13. The story finished last year. Fuck! Make a mental note to pick up one of the volumes and give it a try. I didn't know you read that sort of thing.
Don't get me wrong, power fantasies and escapism are fine every now and again, but even then, they need at least a little bit of effort put into them. There are some books out there that just might as well be a bunch of marketing tropes mashed together for maximum sales. The anime I've heard you talking about were all pretty much like that, though. Anime are different. Or anime, I guess. I can watch them just for the flashy fight sequences and whatnot, so long as it doesn't make my brain rot while watching it. It's good. It's just there for entertainment value. Books need more care, though. If you're gonna get me to read it, the least you can do is not write as if you thought I were an idiot. Jeez, this is so unlike you. Are you really June? Oh god, what if this is an imposter? Could this be Attack of the Body Stealers all over again? Please don't look at me like that. Like what? Don't act so surprised just because I have standards. Are you really June? You're acting a bit different. I wonder. You wonder? What the hell does that mean? It's hard to explain. Maybe changing all at once was too much. Changing what? Oh god, did something happen to June while I was away? What the hell happened? I'm filtering my thoughts less. Does that make sense? Filtering them less? I'm not sure I follow. It's, actually, could we have this conversation somewhere more private? Shoot a glance from June to my mother as he looks right at her. She doesn't even seem to be aware that we're here. She tunnel visions pretty hard when she's focused, so I doubt she's even hearing us right now. But if there's something he's uncomfortable saying around other people, it's only fair that I agree. Plus, if it touches even tangentially into the subject of romantic feelings, then I would want to be away from her as well. Mom, we're going upstairs for a bit. Oh, sure, that's fine by me. Upstairs? Wait, isn't that a bit too... It's fine, I have crutches now, and they help a lot. It's not that bad going up and down the stairs. But seriously, stop worrying. I already went up and down the stairs a few times today all by myself. It's fine. If you say so. Even though I said that, June continues to fuss over me the entire way. Had to climb the stairs with him right next to me, boxing me in with his arms, keeping one of them hanging just a few centimeters before my back and the other one doing the same on my front. I highly doubt he'd have the upper body strength to catch and stabilize me if I were to fall, and I decided to keep quiet for his peace of mind. Even opened the door from me before I could reach for it. Also, I thought Shoichi was going to be here. We're going to address that. What a gentleman. There, this should be private enough for you, right? Yeah, right. June closes the door behind us, taking a seat on my bed as soon as he notices me doing the same, pulling up my desk chair. Oh, seat at my bed. Okay. So, this is kind of an awkward thing to talk about. You're making me anxious by proxy here. Right. Sorry. June takes a few deep breaths, placing a hand on his chest, breathing in and out slowly. Brings me memories of when we went to his piano concert, and I did that to help him calm down. The sight brings a smile to my face. Okay. Truth is, I haven't been entirely truthful with you guys since I met you. Okay. Truth is, well, it's a long story, but I basically went through a lot of trouble before I moved back to Saitama. I was lonely, had no friends, had no one around to talk to. Things got really bad, really bad, and my parents had to bring me back ASAP last year for my protection. I didn't want to make them sad, and I could tell they were really worried about me, so I started acting to make them happy. When I noticed that worked, I tried doing the same whenever I met other people, so there would be a better chance that they'd like me. Acting? Rutherford-san, I'm not really quite like I've been... Oh, okay, yeah. I'm not really quite like I've been pretending to be. Or at least I don't think I am. You don't think you are? You're really doing a number on my head here, June. Trust me, I'm Just as confused as you are. I've been acting for a really long time. I don't really know how to be myself anymore. When I met you guys, I pretended to be super upbeat and energetic because I was nervous. No one would want to be friends with a sad sack, right?
Oh my god, his eyes! Oh, the eyes! Jesus with the eyes! Oh, Jesus! Oh god, Jesus, the eyes scare me.
And you guys seem to respond well to that. Being a silly airhead worked, so I kept acting like that, even if it wasn't exactly what I was thinking. Especially with you. I started to fall for you, and I noticed you really liked me the most when I was like that, all cute and silly and oblivious. So I leaned into that, because I wanted you to like me. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. The shocked face, dots, silence.
Don't ghost him again! Come on, don't do the confession thing again. Say something!
Mine's totally silent right now. All the buzzing of thoughts pulling in a million different directions goes completely silent. How do I even process this? What do I make out of this? Jun isn't Jun. Wait, has he been playing me this whole time? He's not the guy he's been pretending to be? What the hell does that even mean? He knows I liked him when he's acting like that, so he's been reading me this entire time? Am I that obvious? But wait, I don't even know it myself. I didn't even know it myself. How did he? I have a headache. I can imagine. It's probably a lot, huh? I don't know what to think. Like, you were lying the whole time we were together? Not lying, just exaggerating some of my reactions. And, biting my tongue when an unkind thought came to mind.
Wait, is that what those sudden caustic comments that would come out of nowhere were? Holy crap, that suddenly makes so much sense. He would always pipe up out of nowhere to say something way out of character and then would look at us as if he had no idea why we were surprised. Little shit, you were playing innocent the whole time.
I don't like that look you have in your face. Please tell me what you're thinking. I'm thinking on whether or not I should slap you upside the head for lying to me this whole time. That's not a good thing to say. That's not cool. Also, don't make the same mistake in this route that you did in KSK's route. I'm sorry. I only did it because I didn't think you guys would want to be around me if I didn't act like that. You all seemed to like me when he was innocent and silly and everything. And I just wanted you all to like me. I just wanted you to like me. But what would even be the point of me liking you for someone you're not? What would you do? Spend years of your life pretending to be someone else? Don't you hit me. I swear, if the answer to that question were to be anything other than a resounding no, so God, I will slap you upside the head. I was prepared to do it. I've been pretending for a few years already.
Yow! That hurt! I told you I was gonna hit you yet.
Again with the hitting.
Like, this isn't nearly as severe as the punch to the face, but like, bro, stop fucking hitting people. It's not an endearing quality. No one you've done it to has deserved it. I don't like it.
I get that I deserve it, but did you have to hit me so hard?
Oh, please, I barely even flicked you. I don't have the time to, and I don't have the courage to actually hit you hard.
Still hurts, though.
Tiger grumbles, rubbing his forehead on the spot I'd slapped him. Maybe I went a bit too far slapping him at all, but all things considered, I went pretty easy on him. No, you didn't. You went too far. You escalated to physical violence. That is going too far. Fuck you.
Jun, I don't know what to do with you. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself either. I promised myself that after you get out of the hospital, I'd tell you the truth and beg you for forgiveness if I had to. The thought of you hating me, it hurts so much. That's why I couldn't hold it in when you told me you forgave me. But I don't want to pretend with you anymore. I just desperately wanted you to like me, because I liked you so much. You're special, Rutherford-san. So when I noticed that there was a chance, well, I played dirty. I manipulated you to improve my chances, and that wasn't fair to you. I'm sorry. God, my head is a jumbled mess right now. It's too much, way too much information for a single day. Way too many sudden news. First the thing with school, now this. I just wanted to have a day where I can at least pretend to forget my problems a little bit. This is probably a bit hypocritical. Should I really be grilling June over that when I'm... No. This and that are completely different things. He was lying to other people so they'd like him. I'm doing it so they don't worry about me. The motivation is totally different, he explains to himself as he's trying to convince himself. I don't want to be mad at June, even if I feel like I should. I appreciate the honesty. Do you hate me now? No! I just need some time to wrap my head around it. Okay. Is that all you wanted to tell me? Yeah, it was. Great. Well, let's go back downstairs then. I'd rather not be cooped up in my room all day. Are you sure? Maybe you should rest for a bit. Don't you start with that crap, too. I don't want to be babied. I'm not broken or anything. Right. You're right. I'm sorry. Whoa, he agreed real fast. How did I do that? I'll have to try to remember the tone I used. Maybe it might come in handy in the future. That fucking wide smile. Thankfully, he seems to have stopped fussing over me. Being able to make my way down the stairs without being boxed in already feels tons better. So, tell me, how was school today? Kind of a drag. Though I did let people in class know you'd be back on Monday, like you asked. Were there any problems? Ayaka-san and Nizumiro and the Nizumiro twins insisted on coming to visit, and I told them you preferred to be left alone till you came back. And they listened? They're not here, are they? Point taken. What about the piano? How's your rehearsal been? I haven't really played much recently. You haven't? Why not? I was spending most of my time at the hospital waiting for you to get discharged. It didn't feel right to spend my time leisurely playing the piano while you were recovering from... Well, don't be ridiculous. Don't you have a competition soon? I'll be fine. I have the list of competitors already, and there isn't really anyone that might worry me signed up for it. I can't tell if that's you being confident or cocky. Just realistic. That's coming from a guy who was a nervous mess during his last two competitions, or was that a lie too? No! I'm confident because I did well in the last competitions. I've mostly gotten through the competition jitters, believe it or not, but I used to perform quite often before. I was only nervous because it had been years without me performing in public. After the last one, I've mostly gotten back in the groove of things. I'm fine now. Really? Just like that? Jun shifts around on his seat, looking away from me, clasping his hands together on his lap and fidgeting with his fingers. Mostly. The fear that I'll mess up is still there, but as long as I don't, I should be fine. I can't tell whether you're actually confident or not. Kudos to you for even trying, but still. Why is it that even when you're being all confident and stuff, I can't help but worry about you? I don't know, but I'd really rather you didn't. Tough luck. You still don't seem like you have enough of a grip on things for me to be able to. Rutherford-san, please don't make me mad. Yeah, I guess babying him is pointless since he seems to have been in the control of things the entire time. At least in enough control to be able to fool us into thinking he was something completely different. Maybe I am a little bit bitter. How's your knee? Does it hurt? A little bit. It's mostly fine, though. Needed Aki's help to bathe myself this morning. That was embarrassing. Going into the bathroom alone like this does seem a bit dangerous, though. The chances of you slipping, even with crutches, is pretty high. I know. That's what sucks. The crutches help a ton, though. It's nice to have some independence. So long as you don't hurt your other leg in the process. My other leg is fine. Stop worrying. Rutherford-san, you were run over by a car. You can't just shrug it off like it was nothing. Watch me! That wasn't a challenge. Don't care, I'm still doing it. Ah. Sorry, June, but I refuse to let myself be bogged down by this. I will get better. I have to get better. Because the alternative is just too much and too hard for me to bear. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna turn my life around and forget all about this. I won't think about it. I won't acknowledge it happened. This will be nothing. It is nothing. That day is nothing but a blip in my life. Yep, nothing but that. Doesn't matter. I'll figure something out for my life, and I'll move past this before you even know. It's just you watch me. You know, there's nothing wrong in nope. You don't even know what I was gonna say. Doesn't matter. From the tone of your voice, I can already tell it's not something I want to hear. Being hurt doesn't give you a pass for being a dick, you know. How could you say something so hurtful? I'm not a dick. Oh, don't look at me like that. It's not gonna work. Seriously, who are you? I can't figure it out at all. It's not like I'm always like this. I'm just in a bad mood right now. And you doing things like this doesn't help. You're in a bad mood? You're in a bad mood? Are you really saying that to me right now? Don't show, no matter what happens, don't show your frustration. I'm already playing a dangerous game here by showing so much annoyance. Remember, you're supposed to be happy, not a care in the world. Not one! Not at all! Yeah, I'm totally cool. Cool. My bad. I shouldn't be talking like that. You're right. Wait, what? Oh, actually, there's one thing I've been curious about. What is it? Have you guys done anything interesting while I was away? All you and Shuichi talked about was me and how you worried about me, yada, yada, yada. Nothing about what you guys have been up to. That's because we haven't done much other than spend time at the hospital hoping for you to let us see you. What? You guys didn't even get together to chat at school or something? I guess so. I mean, Shuichi and I got together for lunch today. Oh, nice. You and Shuichi never really hung out all on your own, so I was afraid you two would be alone. The rest of us weren't there to bring you together. How was lunch? You guys talk about anything interesting? Hard to say. It's hard to say if there was anything interesting. Like you said, Shuichi-san and I never really hung out on our own. It's hard to make conversation. That I'd believe. Shuichi can be surprisingly closed off if you're not one of the lucky few in his personal good graces. And while he's always good with Jun when we're together as a group, I have no clue how he'd act when the two are alone. Actually, Sai and I are pretty much the only people Shuichi hangs out with alone. As far as I know, even Keisuke, whom he's known for years, doesn't get that privilege. But he barely talks to Hitoka-san nowadays, so why don't my friends need to have such complicated personal lives? Because it wouldn't be an interesting book without it. Sai is probably the only normal, well-adjusted person in the group, and she's fucking not. Jesus Christ. She's slightly insane already all on her own. I can give you some pointers on how to talk to Shuichi if you want. It's pretty easy. Isn't that kind of pathetic? More than sitting in an awkward silence for hours because you have nothing to say to each other? What do you suggest? Well, Shuichi loves talking about sports. You said before that you love sports, even if you don't practice them. Get him talking about volleyball, and he'll pretty much never stop. That's an idea. I don't know that much about volleyball, to be honest. I mostly know soccer because I played it, and tennis because Dad is obsessed with it. He'd teach you about volleyball if you asked. Like I said, he loves talking about it. He can go pretty in depth. Once he gets started on strategies and whatnot, I can't even follow along anymore. I don't know if I'd want the conversation to be that complicated. Other than that, you two can talk about games with him too. Shuichi loves racing games and fighting games. Both genres I am notoriously bad at and not a huge fan of. You can talk about music, I guess. Shuichi likes a few popular artists. Noa and Shigure come to mind. Oh, I know them. They work with Studio Lemon on a lot of anime music. Yep, that's how we both found out about it. Sang the opening theme to one of Shuichi's favorite animes. I'll keep that in mind. It'd be helpful to have something to talk about it that isn't you. Me? Why would you talk about me? Well, you're kind of our common link. Still, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel about apparently being you guys' sole subject of conversation. I feel like I should be uncomfortable about it. You two really need to find new things to talk about. Agreed. Once again, the fucking sound of a knock at the door and draws everyone's attention, including Mom's, who's been completely uninvolved in our conversation until now, and whom I forgot was here. Oh my, who could it be this time? It's probably Shuichi-san. We were both going to come over. He was probably just held up by something. Mom nods, getting up and heading for the door. Since you two didn't show up together, I thought he wouldn't come at all. I was really anxious to have that conversation with you, so I ended up forgetting to wait. Forgetting to wait? Yeah, I just wanted to get it over with soon. I mean, I was really scared about it, but I felt like if I let it go on for longer, I'd lose my courage. Relax. Oh, your voice is getting squeakier. Oh, my courage. Squeak as you go along. Sorry, I'm getting nervous again. Are you actually? Or is this another act? Crap, am I gonna start putting everything you do under a microscope? That would be super annoying. God damn it, Jun. Why did you have to go and make things hard? Make everything hard. You keep confusing me and getting in trouble or just... No, don't go there. If I let myself go there, I'll get angry. I don't want to get angry. I'd rather there's the fucking dog.